Alright, now we got the Glacier Bay II Tanto 550 cord wrap by Fury. I'm actually going to start this off on some of the pieces from the other one because this it's kind of short, so it's about the same size as the Vtech. Yeah, it's a little longer than the Vtech, but it's Tanto. You got to take that into consideration. So I'll get the biggest piece I cut from the other one. Okay. And the handle on this, much shorter. The handle doesn't even go through my whole hand, and the balance point is actually ahead of the guard. So I don't want to get into too much specifications because you guys want to wait until the review for that. And first impressions, this actually went through it easier than the other ones. I don't know if that's because it's a smaller piece or what, but this was not painted. It came black. So, I mean, you could say it's painted, but it's factory paint. Alright, I'm having a little more trouble at the bottom. Alright. Well, that seems good. That was just for testing. I'm keeping those pieces of wood in the Ozark Trails pile still. Alright, let's try this. I don't know what wood this is. It's not oak, at least not the same kind as the other stuff. Yeah, I don't know how well it's going to do, so I'm going to start with a skinny piece. Okay, that didn't work. This piece, it's actually lopsided. Let me get a different piece. That's lopsided too. Alright, whatever. I'll just use this piece again then. The Vtech actually cracked the cinder block I was using, or still am using. Yeah, it's more difficult doing it here because it's not stable. It'll keep falling over. So I'm using the knife to actually hold it up as well as go through it. Okay, I'm gonna get a bigger piece this time. Still going through it pretty easily. Yeah, not too bad. The mobility versus firepower, as Nancy calls it, for his guns. As far as knives go, I would say this one's pretty evenly balanced because the quote firepower is very high for it being so low, or so easily carried. Because it's, as far as fixed blades go, it's pretty small. I'm going to get one more big piece, then I'll do a couple more small ones. Alright, set that off to the side. I'm going to start batoning at this one. Yeah, this really isn't a bad knife. This is going through it pretty easily too. That's a bad piece. That's a bad piece too. Alright, the top piece on this is pretty skinny, so. Alright. Alright, I'm going to try this piece of oak again. Not a good place to be. This one's about a third of the way through it. Got through it, no problem. It does seem like this wood, the oak, is a little bit harder to get through. I'm gonna change sides on this. Down here. And if I recall, this knife, the Glacier Bay II, bought from yourcornerstore.com, was $1.96. That's if I recall right. Because on that day I bought about 5 knives, same package and everything, so I might get some mixed up. But this was either $1.96 or like $5. Either way, it's pretty cheap. I know it wasn't over $10, so review will be coming. I can't really give you an ETA on it though. Yeah, all these knives are really great. So that's the Fury Glacier Bay II. Okay, now the after action report. First, the Glacier Bay II. It took some paint damage. No materialistic damage, meaning no chipping, no cracks or breaks in the blade. Just some paint and some of the wood just stuck onto this. But other than that, it's pretty much mint condition. I know most people don't call that mint condition, but you know. There's actually small pieces of wood like this right here. See, like that. They're actually stuck into the metal. But they are all still functionable. I will say that now. Functional. Okay, the Ozark Trail. Same thing, basically. A little bit of paint came off. Probably a little more than the other one, but no chipping damage. And a little bit of residue left. Okay, the Vtech. Same thing, except there was a lot more paint taken off. And there was actually a fair amount of factory paint taken off. The silver is the blade's color. I mean, that's just the steel's color. The black is what they painted it. And then the khaki is what I painted it. So, alright, and then finally, this one. The Valor. Same thing. little more chips of wood in it though. All those whiter spots are chips of wood. So, you know, I'm really happy how they all turned out, but this one was a little bit worse. I would have rathered this not have taken so much off. But really, when I'm using this, I don't mind if it looks like crap as long as it still performs as well as it did when it was new, or close to new. So there they are.